Hello there, it's Matthew Miller on this eco-delivery vlog. We're here to talking about the Aussie vegan takes and over the court over the smell of barbecue, and also there's the vegan mayor wants to ban meat on Monday. They want to ban meat on Mondays, and yes, it's not only happening in London, where universities are also banning meat. The maggots, well, we're not there. Where is it? Right there. They say Goldsmith banning meat from universities in the name of tackling climate change, people. Yes, in the name of tackling climate change, they want to ban meat in the name of tackling climate. And it has nothing to do with climate, people. It's all about taking away your rights. That's what that climate scare is all about. Taking away your rights. And yes, people, what? Let's just move on. Let's go to that vegan mayor there, And there's that fellow that's standing up against it as well. Well, there's that video on Twitter. I'm going to watch that as well. Oh, so it's on.
Melbourne City Melbourne Council's imposing a meat ban on Mondays. Melbourne City Council says it's part of tackling climate change, but one councillor who hates the idea is planning...
Tackling climate change. That's why it's using, the climate change is used to take away your rights. That's what it's all about. Taking away your rights. It has nothing to do with the environment. It has nothing to do with climate change. You can see that Melbourne Council is proposing a meat ban on Monday. Moreland City Council says that it's a part of tackling climate change, but no, it isn't. It's not. It is not about tackling climate change. I know I'm going off in a tantrum because it's bullshit. It's actually frickin' bullshit. It is, but one council who hate the idea is planning a barbecue and a protest. Yeah, good on him. Let's continue.
Planning a barbecue in protest.
It's a symbol of togetherness.
Councillor who hates the idea is planning a barbecue in protest. One councillor who hates the idea is planning a barbecue in protest.
Good on him.
It's a symbol of togetherness, but a great Aussie steak has torn Moreland City Council
nice and juicy. I love a good steak.
It's ridiculous.
Council made the controversial decision this week to go meat-free on Mondays. They aren't necessarily vegetarian, but concerned about the environment. Some months ago, it already declared climate change an emergency. The catering move, a way of putting it...
They're actually calling it like climate crisis or climate emergency. They're no longer going to call it climate change anymore because, we're going to call it climate emergency and call it climate crisis. They're just changing names because they know they are losing. When their movements are being starting to lose or being threatened to lose, they actually move the goalposts. They move the goalposts.
Money where its mouth is.
I think it's a responsible thing to do. I think the fact that we unanimously declared the climate emergency means we need to show how we're responding to it, and this is...
It's a responsible thing. Kimmy, she is saying it's a responsible thing to ban meat. People, ladies and gentlemen, she's saying it's a responsible thing. No, it isn't. It's actually an idea to take away our rights. I'm going to go back there.
I think it's a responsible thing to do. I think the fact that we unanimously declared the climate emergency means we need to show how we're responding to it, and this is one of the small...
Oh, no.
Votes in favour and 5 votes. The vote was initially tied. There were 5 votes.
Small...
Oh.
Councillor away, the vote was initially tied. There were 5 votes in favour and 5 votes against the motion until the Mayor used her casting vote to tip the scales. Councillor Oscar Yildiz was one of those who tried to quash the motion.
It's just a lefty sort of greedy ideology, and they're trying to push those values onto us.
It's over the environment.
Yeah, it's all about pushing values on us. They want to tell you, oh, you have to live their ways.
Onto us.
It's over the environment. It's good.
He is being brought in by the deception. What an idiot. He doesn't know a thing about a sheep.
I like it.
Another waste of time with the council. They could be
Yes,
concentrating on other important areas.
Councillor Yildiz will hold a barbecue in protest after next week's council meeting. He says everyone will be welcome and he will offer vegetarian options.
I think it's our democratic right to choose what we want to do.
Jodie Lee, 7 News.
7news.com.
Yeah, that was on August 16th. It's almost like a month ago. And yet people, they're baiting me on Monday. If those people, those animal rights activists get their way, they're really getting their way in England. England's a warning to us, people. And this is also a warning here in New Zealand as well. Soon one day, they're going to actually tell us to not to eat meat on Monday. And there's also a history about that. It's on Wikipedia, Meatless Mondays. Let's go to that. So it's international to encourage not to eat meat and to prove health and health of the planet. And that's bullshit. Yeah, that is absolute bullshit. Yeah, during World War I, US President Woodrow Wilson testified that bringing the income tax and the federal research in the USA. Yeah, and so yeah, and they call like Tuesday to be meatless and one meatless meal to be served every day for the total of 9 meatless meals each week. 9 meatless meals each week. Well, it must be like per meal or something. To help to reduce consumption, to help war efforts and avoid rationing and conserving would help US troops. Well, the troops gotta be healthy as well. That's okay, but sometimes troops gotta eat meat to be able to have a healthy body and a healthy mind, because war is really chaotic. It really is. It's really, and sometimes your mind will actually change in war. So, boy, and also a weakness Wednesday. Get reminded just to reduce on those products as well. And well, it's time that we move on. Yeah, to move on. Yeah, and yeah, the vegan parliament wants the vegan parliament wants the restaurants to go meatless on Friday. So, she is really control freak. You can't tell the owners what to do. Mayor, who's in here, that's like over the Animal Justice Party and the Victorian Parliament to go vegan every Monday. That's my message to you. Is this to the Andy Medic here? Andy Medic, this is for you. A finger. You can just suck it. And that's, of course, that's over in Australia, but I tell you, you can just suck it. I'm actually those who actually really enjoy this, I tell those NY Justice Party to suck it. I ain't going off in a tantrum though, but the thing is, this is really ridiculous, people. Oh. Yeah, this is really ridiculous. So it's time that we just move on now and let's talk about this vegan woman that decides to take the neighbours to court. There was a bug in the air. Yeah, just try to grab it. Yeah, and this is from the News Hub in New Zealand. It's from the New Zealand mainstream here. The Aussie vegan takes the neighbour to court over a barbecue so she just hated the barbecue. A Perth woman had taken the neighbours to the Supreme Court trying to stop them smoking bouncy balls and barbecue in their garden. Really? Really? Yeah, she's a vegan and she says she is sick of the smell of meat. Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo, if you don't like the smell, well, I suggest you just move out. Go somewhere else if you don't like it. If she doesn't like the cigarette smell, doesn't like kids playing basketball. Well, you try and tell your neighbours not to play basketball. Kids really like to play. That's the thing. They like to play ball. Well, lady, if you don't like it, move out. Go somewhere else. Go to a quiet area that you're not going to get bothered by any of that. Don't try to take your neighbours to court just because you don't like the barbecue smell. Just because you don't like the cigarette smell. Just because you don't like the kids playing basketball. And there's probably kids being kids. And this is just ridiculous, people. And yeah, this is just ridiculous. Yes, so. And there also been protests being planned. And on this page there, the news daily, it's not found what has happened to it. Well, I actually had managed to had looked at it before. It's like got taken down. Yeah, they're all censoring as well, and yeah, it says that that's a vegan lady. It says that angry vegan legal and liver skin and animal and liver skirt, not skin, liver skirt. And a liver skirt, do you know that's also made from animal unless it's synthetic liver? And she doesn't like that neighbor's barbecue. It's just ridiculous, people. And here on the news, she says that. Oh, where is it? There it is there. And she says that, well, they say it's deliberate. It's delicious. Yeah, it's deliberate. She says her neighbors are deliberately trying out to ban lies. You just don't like it, lady. You just don't like it. Move out. Go somewhere else if you don't like it. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just a suing those. Yeah, it's just. Like, just move out. Go somewhere else if you don't like it. And don't bother those people just enjoying a barbecue. And then, speaking of that, there's also a protest against a lady suing the neighbours over the barbecue trial. And this is from the Irish Post. Thousands to attend mass barbecue outside the beacon who sued their neighbours for cooking meat. Good on them. Good on them. Yes. Protest against that lady trying to tell you what to do. Good. Where's that lady? Yeah. Cronulla, yeah. I'm not sure how I really pronounce it. Cousin from Perth in Australia claimed that she couldn't enjoy the garden anymore because of the barbecue. Oh, boo-hoo. She can just go somewhere else. Move her out if she doesn't like it. Don't just try to interrupt your neighbors trying to enjoy a good steak. These people just want to live their life. Yeah. And yep. Community barbecue one for the husband for warrior for animals. Yeah, and as I already had said, I will be attending almost as I declared and going. Well, that might not be the case because and say, buy your hot dog buns, no vegans. Yeah, well, there's going to be some vegan vegans coming on trying to disrupt it as well. I bet there'll be something that's going to try to disrupt it, and yeah, because there will be some kind of protest, and I bet there will be counter protests. Like my lights flashing a bit. Yeah. It's actually on Saturday, October 19th. Boy, if you're in Australia, I bet you should go. And I'll say, people, if you saw saying that those who plan the barbecue outside their vegan home, good on them. Just to let you know that you can't tell people what to do to stop them from enjoying a good steak. Because, yeah, because Aussies, they love a good steak. It's an Aussie tradition here. And yes, well, and that's one thing. Yeah, and that's just the thing, people. Those vegans, though, they really want to tell you what you can do and what you can't do. They want to take away your rights. They are like, here they are on this, it's part of the New World Order agenda. And yes, and also in New Zealand, says that, I think it says that from safe. Trying to find it there. Says yeah. Yeah, I think it's from New Zealand Safe. Yeah, and New Zealand Animal Rights Organisation, Animal Rights Organisation says that yeah, free lunch should be bigger than it, because the New Zealand Prime Minister is like trying to give people free lunch. Well, people, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and this is from Safe, people, and it says that save animals from extortion. That's what it stands for. It says that free lunch should be vegan, yet they want to force it on your kids, people. They want to force it on your kids. Last week, the government announced they will be providing free lunch for children for some primary and intermediate school from 2020, and trial begins in 30 schools from term 1 and will expand to 120 schools in the following years. Yeah, there is safe on extortion. Safe says that meals should be plant-based and climate-friendly. See, they always use the word climate change, the issue that. They always use that. Yeah, they always use that. Yep, they say refuse to back down. Well, look, we're meetings, we are not going to back down. Never. Never going to back down. And they're not going to as well. It looks like the war could be going on as well, because we're learning information more, and I'm just, man, when we're just going to be, people are just going to get along and just enjoy ourselves, and who cares what people think of themselves. So, well, it's just people just don't care about other people, like the New World people, and they're just using people as pawns to push their agenda. And they're probably using animal rights to push their agenda as well. It has nothing to do with health, people. It has nothing to do with the environment. It's all about taking away your rights. So, well, people, I hope you really enjoyed what I got to really say as well. And, well, to the neighbours from this Aussie woman living next door to the Aussie vegan as well, trying to take you to court, though. I hope you actually state the course and win as well, because, and yeah, and there's also a protest. Yeah, I'm glad you actually sort of planned that as well, because to let them know that we are not going to be pushed around by vegans and being told what to do. We're not going to give up rights. And I might make another video of that as well. And so, well, people, this is all I got to say for now. If you are in Australia, living in Perth, I'll say if you really enjoy the state, attend that protest there as well. And Oh, wrong one. Send that. Yeah, there it is right there. Because she wants to see it. Because she wants to see it. Gotta just stand up to her. You gotta stand up and say, no, we're not gonna get pushed around. And that's the real thing, people. You gotta really stand and say no. I'll say, people, so what if I eat meat? Yes, so what if I eat meat? That's what you gotta say. And to those vegans that are trying to tell you not to eat meat, and you actually do shout back at them, so what if I eat meat? Because that means we are not going to stop. If they had try to ban it, make it illegal or something, which they will try plan to do in the near future as well, and soon one day they're going to actually ban meat on all week, 24/7 one day, not just Mondays. They just do it on one day just to slowly turn out the heat. It's called boiling frog syndrome. And when you try to throw frog in water, it will just jump out. But if you put the frog in the water and you slowly turn out the heat, he'll be cooked before you realize, people. So, people, let's not be that frog that's going to get cooked. So, people, this is all I got to say for now. This is Matthew Miller signing off, over and out.